Last year, if you were walking around Kennedy, you probably noticed Dr. Minus, our former principal. However, this school year, after Dr. Minus's sudden departure, we are welcomed by our new acting principal, Mr. Rubens. So who is this new face in Kennedy, and what do students and faculty think about him and some of the changes that he has made?
Honestly, the ultimate decision, we had a lot of success over at E. Brooklyn Middle School as principal. And ultimately, the decision came down to as much investment as we had put in for kids to be successful at E. Brooklyn. I was very interested in seeing the finished product, so to speak, of you guys in high school. So that ultimately is what led to the decision. Prior to being principal at E. Brooklyn, I was the assistant principal at A. Mario Leuterman. So I've run into quite a few of my former students from Lee and Leuterman, and it's really cool for me to see them now as I don't want to say grown-ups, but young adults, making decisions about college and making decisions about life. Especially when I know how much work and effort and time we put into their success in middle school. I think the middle years are extremely important, equally as important as the high school years. But again, it's very cool for me to see the finished product. In 1997, as a teacher, and I used to be a teacher, and I was one of the football coaches back when the football team was winning. And actually, Mr. Nelson and I coached football together here. So Kennedy has always had a special place in my heart.
Yeah, Mr. Rubens.
Yes, this is Mr. Rubens.
Yes, Mr. Rubens.
Yeah, his name was Mr. Rubens. Well, I kind of like seeing that he doesn't really interact with the students as much as Dr. Minus used to do. Dr. Minus used to send or make videos speaking towards everybody every Monday. So I kind of seen that change throughout the week, throughout the first couple of weeks of school.
No, I haven't noticed the changes at all.
Right now, he hasn't made any changes at all.
Not much. He's still in the hallways like Dr. Minus was, but he haven't done very much. He talks to us in the morning just like Dr. Minus did, but not much.
I don't know. I guess there are certain changes. People are more enthusiastic about school and everything. Other than that, not really.
I notice a different person on the morning announcements every Monday, and I think there are more hall sweeps going on, which is nice. I think that the students are getting to class more quickly and on time.
So, obviously change in personnel, but really, I won't say that it's been a drastic change as far as student behaviors and things like that.
So we have different formats for administrator visits in the classroom and no town hall meetings. We also have a capital assembly versus a capital.
I was a little disappointed when Dr. Minus left. He was the principal that I started my teaching here at Kennedy with, and I believed in his vision, but then I also thought that his leaving was a great opportunity for someone to come into the school and perhaps enforce some stricter rules and regulations that I think Dr. Minus was perhaps not as efficient in as others could have been.
Honestly, it was a sudden change. It was a bit of a shock because it seemed to have come out of left field as far as Dr. Minus moving on. However, at the same time, it seemed like it was pretty much a seamless change. A lot of the different initiatives that we had started with the previous administration are still in place. So it's different, but at the same time, I can definitely tell that they're trying to maintain some normalcy.
Academy peers is when you got to know the people who are in your academies, and having taken those out kind of separates the school a little bit more as opposed to uniting us more.
I don't like the changes he made this year because it was better last year. Academy was better last year because it actually helped people.
First thing that I want Mr. Rubens to do is to like interact with students more, just like Dr. Minus used to do. I wanted to be able to communicate with students during like morning announcements and stuff more often, because I feel that if students get to know who the real Mr. Rubens is, or like who Mr. Rubens or what Mr. Rubens can provide for the students, I feel that that can be like a good benefit for the next years to come. So interaction with students, I think, is a must, and I think he should like get involved even more.
I would like him to protect the school more, have more people like protect the school, more security, more, just not try to be more stricter.
Be more enthusiastic and talk to us more individually. I feel like he's just in the morning announcements and he's in the office all day, and then you see him a couple of times in the hallways, but be more enthusiastic, introduce himself, be more around in the school so we can see him more and kind of get to know who he is, because I obviously don't know him very well.
Honestly, I don't think anything really major is going to happen because he's not the official principal yet, and I don't know if he is wanting that position or if he plans on going back to Ebrook Lee. So I don't really think much is going to change.
All I expect is consistency. That's what I hope for. Consistency throughout and consistency top to bottom.
Yeah, we're really working on eligibility, student eligibility. That's why you're seeing these the no zero zone posters in your classrooms. But we really are looking to bring those numbers down. 3 foci here right now amongst the leadership team, as part of my vision. Academics, getting more students taking higher level classes, getting them college ready, ensuring that kids are successfully getting past all the state requirements and the district requirements around testing. Kids are doing great on the essay prepared for and doing a good job on the SAT. Around the environment, keeping all of you safe. Kids can't learn if they're suspended. Kids can't learn if they're in the hallways and not in classrooms, hence the hall sweeps. and ensuring that kids are engaged in making the right choices in class. And then finally, around communication, is really communicating clearly and often. So we have a new school newsletter called Kennedy Matters. It goes out the first Friday of every month. In addition to the weekly update messages that your parents and guardians are receiving on Sunday evenings at 6:30, just giving them a preview of what's going on, but we're really trying to communicate clearly and often with all of our stakeholders. I plan to stay as long as you guys will have me. Quite honestly, had Dr. Minus in a perfect world stayed for another year and decided to leave maybe next March, I'm not even saying probably, I would have applied to be the principal here. If the job would have opened next year, I would have absolutely put in for it.
Although many students and staff expressed their disappointment of having a new principal, the students and faculty appreciate our new principal and his plans for Kennedy. We believe it is clear to say that no matter who the principal is, everyone in the building simply wants good things to come out of this school year.